Look at him now. I got him hopping in that photo. Look at him now. Baddest ones trying to kick it like a dojo.
Wow, it's been a few weeks, right?
We're back.
We are back in the building again. This is episode 12, 1-2 of the Sharp Tank. A little Tom Brady edition.
John Stockton.
Okay, all right. Stockton, I like Stockton.
I had who? Stockwell, Stockton.
Yeah.
We had to jump into that one really
Josh
quick.
Gordon.
Old school. Joe Namath.
Okay. Brody. John Brody.
Probably the best quarterback in NFL right now, Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. A-Rod. You conclude on that one? Best quarterback, you say? Yeah?
In the NFL today?
Yeah. Your homeboy?
JD says my homeboy.
All right. Andrew Luck, who's not in the NFL anymore, but yeah.
The greatest Cowboy quarterback of all time, Roger Staubach.
Okay. All right. Randall Cunningham.
The second best Steeler quarterback of all time, Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw. Okay. I got you. Yeah, we'll get some 12. I guess I should say Dwight Howard. You know I don't like Dwight Howard, but so yeah. But even though he's playing some good basketball,
I've got
Dwight
one.
Howard.
Hockey legend Jerome Iginla.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
If you
Parker.
Guys, if you guys don't know, now you do.
Yeah. Right. Parker. Parker.
Jabari.
Yeah. T.J. Warren, my guy from Indiana.
Jim Kelly.
Okay, yeah, good. So, man, we're back in the building. Man, a lot of time to, reformat a lot of things that we are about to, get ready to do here pretty soon. Just some dope ideas, man. We got a lot of things that's going to come up here, and just excited about the new things, the new flow, and the way things are going to go.
The main thing is the website that we're coming. We've touched on it in the last couple episodes before, but we're in the test phase right now. So
phase of the website, the beta phase of the website. So, we're still tweaking and doing a few things to make sure, obviously when everything comes out, it'll be, it'll be awesome. It'll be great.
And this thing is going to evolve after it comes out
of course.
as well. So we're going to be working on it and growing with the group, honestly.
Yeah, of course.
It's a very exciting time.
We just want to make things easy for people. We want to make it very, user friendly, streamlined. We're going to put a couple people on there to have businesses on there. We want to make it easier. You're going to be able to book, shows in Vegas. You're going to call someone in queries. We'll be able to book, tables, nightclub. We'll be able to assist you with all the things in Las Vegas, of course. And we got something special we want to talk about here, probably in the middle of the segment, that I think is really going to be cool coming up. Just having the access to these things as well. So
and us, how we do it. Right. Our access. What does that mean? That means access for you guys.
Exactly. Right? Whatever we have access to,
we're bringing it for you guys. We want to open
team
up,
give back. Open up the doors for people to say, hey, you know what? We don't want to go to the stores anymore to get these type of things, or we want to deal with a one-stop shop. And honestly, that's what it's about at the end of the day, is making sure we have a one-stop shop for, all your sports needs and all the other things that's going to come along with these things as well. So
merchandise, apparel.
Yep. I mean, all that stuff should be, pretty much up pretty soon on the website as well. So,
I'm kind of even interested. I'm on my own kind of starting to poke around in the sports card
right
getting
you have to
a little bit of information, and there's value there too.
Right.
I just saw one of my buddies last week grabbed a box of a box from a couple years ago, and he ripped ripped one box and pulled a rookie Acuna, which was $3,300.
Oh, wow.
And he got the box for $40.
Wow. So we might need to just go
invest
a little money in there.
The rookie Zion right now is already worth $400 or $500.
Oh, yeah. So we might need to go back. Okay.
That's a whole nother
we'll
thing
talk about
that we can just kind of. And what he's doing is he's getting the hot packs and boxes and then reselling them.
Okay.
He's buying them at Target, clearing out Target, and then reselling because all people. It's a craze again. It's a craze.
And what's crazy? When I used to work for Target back in the day, this was years ago.
But gosh. that was probably in the time frame where there were too many prints going out, and there wasn't a lot of value. Yeah,
and I used to always see guys over there just looking and feeling through the packages. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, what is this dude doing? There you go. You know, so
they were looking
holograms and all
for
kinds of stuff.
rookie LeBron James,
Yep,
or
yep.
you know, whoever is. Those are the cards, the rookie cards of that year. So right now it's Zion.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, the Luka card you could have gotten before the season for $20.
Right.
Last year, now it's worth $400 or $500 also.
See what I'm saying? It
So
goes
it's
in value.
happening.
Yeah,
the
man, you know
Kobe
what?
stuff. If you got rookie Kobe stuff, all that stuff.
We'll
just
be
shot
able to
through.
send somebody in the store to do those for us, and we'll just
Easy.
kind of see what happens. It'll be another little business we can do. So I want to talk about we're going to jump into the numbers. Obviously, we haven't been talking about a lot of numbers lately, but, obviously we've been stacking a lot of data. A lot of 7.5s I see popped up on the board this week. Some good, some bad. It looks like, I haven't had a chance to do the ratio of the -7s versus -7.5s with the money lines, but, I'm going to get in the lab tonight, do some comparing. We'll talk about just one game, and we'll just talk about it too, and then we'll roll into some other things as well, some mailbags. Portland versus Indy last night. Indiana was -10. I don't know why I like that line. Nick was really sold on the +9.5. He was like, bro, I like Portland. And I was like, man, that is a high line, but why would Vegas hang the -9.5, -10? You know what I mean? Obviously with Dame not being back in the lineup, he didn't play last night, did he?
Mm-mm.
No, yeah. So,
That's
again,
what I was checking just now.
we talked about these things plenty of times. As you guys saw, Indiana was -10. The score was 49-43 going into halftime. Vegas hangs a -9 second half.
Hello, red flag. That should have immediately been a fire on Indiana. It was too high of a line in a game where they were down.
Dude, again, so they were down, what is that, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 6 points. Vegas hangs a -9, and the final score second half was
they won by 6.
51-63.
Right, so they won by
So again,
the second half by 12.
Again, and these are hedge out situations where I tell people all the time, if you bet the -10 and you saw them down at halftime, how many guys are going to turn around and bet the -9 knowing that they're -10 for the game and they're down 6 going
Not
into
many,
half?
but more should.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Because that's your bailout. And so,
it doesn't happen in every situation, but in this situation, I felt like Vegas was very confident that these guys would come back and keep it within somewhat of a range.
And get close.
right?
And we see it a lot where teams are down, big favorites are down at half and still cover the full game. So that's even
Yeah.
in play when you see a -9 already. So I get holding your ground, but really all you're doing is buying out at what is it? So if it was 6, 9, 3.5 instead of 10, and you're getting your money back.
Yeah. Good spot here as I saw. I wasn't able to jump on it, unfortunately. I was at work, and I wish I would have got on it. I definitely would have lined. I probably would have hit for sure, probably 80-85% sure right there that I would have hit as well. So if we go back to February 26th, just again.
Fun fact in that Portland game, the only player that was positive in
plus minus
differential was Carmelo.
Yeah. I actually watched a little bit of that game, and I watched the highlights of it last night, and I was like, wow, he was balling.
That's the thing.
balling.
We've talked about it before.
So
He's
Lakers, why didn't you just pick him up and have him come off the bench?
He's good enough to be on all these teams, but he's not the top.
Yeah.
It's just like, is he worth the distraction?
Yeah, just give me, but he can still give me 17.
Yeah, he only gave 12 points last night.
12 points?
Yeah,
But
he's the only guy. Winning Gabriel was +1, but he played 6 minutes.
6 minutes. That doesn't.
Carmelo
really
was positive, the only positive guy, and he started 36 minutes. So.
So he played the whole game.
The whole game.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Like I was talking about it with somebody last night. Damian Lillard being out should not have scared you off of Portland.
Yeah.
Gary Trent Jr. played 40 minutes last night and scored 20 points and really just filled in the shoes like you'd expect an NBA player to do as a professional.
Again, when I saw the line, I was like, dude, that's a lot of points versus Portland. But I'm like, dude, I like it. I felt like they could have beat him by 10. You know what I mean?
I kind of felt like they were going to, but it's tricky.
Public perception and how the public thinks, we all knew everybody was like, no Dame, like you got to hit it. You know what I'm saying? They might have put it in a couple of their parlays and things like that. But, it's all good. You knew what that second half line was, so that was definitely your spot to hit.
That's the bigger thing.
That was definitely what we've been talking about since day one. And again, just a great spot. And to go back, like I said, to February 26th, Brooklyn was -1.5. Second half was -4.5. First half score was 47-59. The second half line was -4.5. So a -1.5 team. Okay.
Brooklyn was -1.5.
-1.5
on the road at Washington.
47-59 was the first half score. And then they come back second half and they cover the 4.5. So again, same situation almost here. A little bit different, but man, dude, a -1.5 full game line, and you see the -4.5. Whew, that's a huge jump there, you know. And I expected Brooklyn to come out and play better.
And they got it right away. That third quarter, they blew the doors off.
Blew the doors off of them. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of run through a few of those, those numbers. We haven't really been, jumping on those numbers lately. But, those are two games that definitely stood out to me. There's actually a few college games as well that stood out to me as well. But, we just kind of still with those. The numbers are sharp in college basketball. Even in NBA right now, the numbers are like crazy sharp. I mean, like we talked about last night, the OKC.
Especially on days where there's a fraction of a card.
Yeah.
When there were only 4 games last night.
Yeah.
They're fucking sharp,
well,
man.
you gotta pick your spots. You know what I mean? Like as you saw last night, we took OKC. I still felt like OKC could have covered that the 7.5. And then we were on the over as well. I mean, I've been losing some. Really, it's not just me. I've been looking all over the internet. I've been all over Twitter, all over Facebook, and all the groups and all the chats. And really, a lot of guys have just been losing by, a half a point or 1 point. And, the game goes overtime. Like, I lost the under on college. It was way under, super way under in overtime. Just obviously, overtime's overtime. You can't cap overtime, guys. I keep telling people that. Once a game goes to overtime, I look at the 4 quarters or the two halves. If I cap that number right, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? Overtime happens. It's any man's game. I've seen overtime games where they only score 10 points. You know what I mean?
What was the second half line for the Thunder last night?
I'll tell you right now.
Because they were down 11 at the half on a -7.5.
OKC yesterday -8, which was my.
That's the exact
number.
same. That's the exact same thing as the Pacers too.
Wow, bro, -7.5 full game line. Let me write this down because I need to cap it. -7.5. I didn't even cap that because I was at work. But -8 second half. This is why you have to cap after the games. And I'm just looking at a bunch of things right now. I mean, look, the Lakers versus Golden State Warriors. -10.5 full game, didn't cover the first half, covered the second half. Portland versus Indiana, -10 for the full game, didn't cover the first half or the full game, covered the second half, -9. Philadelphia, -7.5 full game. Well, they played against the Knicks. I expected them
they
to beat
covered
the Knicks.
first half.
They covered first half, but didn't
cover second.
Didn't cover second half. But you got to remember, they probably was beaten. Score was 45 to.
It was 15 at half. 61-45.
There you go. So they were already beating them already. So really,
it was a play. Yeah. So they were. Yeah. There was no way they're going to let them get
why,
back in the game.
Why even?
The Knicks almost covered though. The Knicks almost did cover.
Yep. I saw that. And then again, the Sacramento versus OKC -7.5 full game. Didn't cover full game. Didn't cover first half. And guess who covered second half? So again, you see the two trends there yesterday. You would have went 3-1 at best. At worst yesterday.
In second halves.
In second halves yesterday. Which, again, if I was on game and if I was, obviously in the lab or in the office, I definitely would have saw that. Yeah. So, numbers are sharp. March Madness is coming up. We should be ready for that. I think the NBA numbers should be soft again, as usual, during March Madness because a lot of money is starts to come in on March Madness, and everyone's like dialed in on that. And I'm super excited to see how many people have been coming to Vegas for the last 30 years leave early because their brackets are busted. It's almost the funniest thing ever. And I hopefully, JD, if you're free, I would love to probably try to get to one of these casinos and just see these guys' faces because, again, there's guys that, it's a tradition. Guys been coming here for March Madness for years.
We should get a reserve table and go in
what I
Shark
mean?
Tank gear and network out there.
Yeah, we could do that.
We should.
Could do that. I mean, I know a few sportsbook managers as well.
It's going to be hard with it being that
one
time.
At the
like
Wynn,
them
one
giving
at
us
Bellagio.
a table at that time.
Yeah, but we
can at least be up in there talking to people.
Yeah, no doubt.
We need to occupy space at the bar or something.
Yeah, so from a numbers
fucking chopping it
perspective, that was it for, obviously NBA and college. Let's talk about the Tyson Let's talk about the Fury versus Wilder fight.
Okay.
Again, I put this on Twitter. It was just a weird number for me. The decision was plus 700, and Wilder was only minus 130. So that right there, again, to me, as a person that consider himself a sports data analyst or whatever you want to call it, for me, and as many numbers as I sit back and I watch after and before and during, that was weird to me. So I knew Fury had a chance at that particular point, because why would Wilder be minus 130 but the decision be plus 700? Makes zero sense to me. Now, again, you other cappers out there, or other analysts or data analysts, or whatever you call yourself in 2020, to me, I don't. It just looked it off. It didn't seem right. I talked about it at work. As we're counting money at the end of the night, we're all sports guys where I work, and we all talk sports 24/7. It was just a bit weird. So I knew for a fact Fury had a chance. So, and the rematch is already
has already been decided. I don't think a date's been picked yet, but Wilder signed off on the third fight. So we'll see what happens. I know Fury's opened at minus 320. So we'll see where that goes.
Okay.
Obviously, I mean, it should just go to 4. It should just go to minus 400 over the course of the next month or 2 or 3 or whatever the window is that they pick to fight.
Right.
But going into our mailbag, I found a nice question for you.
Yeah.
And that is, it was common knowledge that Fury's a more technical. He's a better boxer.
Mm-hmm.
So if
That's a big dude.
If everyone knew that Fury was a better boxer, how did the line shift from Wilder being an underdog to Wilder being a favorite? How if we knew that Wilder was an underdog at the start, how did it go from being plus 110 to minus 130, a 50-point swing in a fight where he got his ass whooped?
Well, the thing is how Vegas works, right? The money shift, the balance, right? Everyone's like, oh, Wilder's an animal, blah, blah, blah. Well, we knew Fury came in heavier, more reach. And I'm going to be honest with you.
Better shape.
The first fight, when I went back and I rewatched it, I was like, yo, this dude can take a punch. Fury can take a punch. He might have a chance in this fight. Now, again, I didn't look at any odds at that particular point because I don't really bet a lot of boxing. You know what I mean?
Well,
and it's just because
and has a notion of being rigged also.
I mean, yeah, it's drama. It's a drama queen thing to me. It's all about bro. Like they put Conor in the ring with Floyd. Like, stop. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, really, after that, I really thought it was a joke. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
we had that discussion with our Uber driver on the way to the fight, and I don't think that Floyd should take any piece of Conor.
No,
now
dude.
Conor's ready. Conor got humbled, and he's a grown man. Going to work now.
And I knew Conor again. I posted it on my Facebook, and I told it the moment I knew Conor was coming back. I said Conor's gonna win this fight. You guys better hit it now. All my UFC guys, and I got some solid UFC cappers. Like, and best believe when we get the site up and going, you guys are gonna see that my boy Cannon is the truth. Like he really is. He only bets 15 max plays a year. He's just solid, bro. He's just a solid guy. He bets props and he bets UFC, but he takes second halves. He takes UFC like I take second halves. I take it very, very serious, right? Because it's not a game. You know what I mean? Like these are plays that you really can. These are my bank plays. Mm-hmm. We took, Boston plus 4.5 the other day. You know what I mean? We took, what was it, last night? Indiana plus 1.5. We take these bets, and these are great spots. I mean, especially for the full game. And I tell people all the time that the third and the fourth quarter dictates the full game line. You know what I mean? From a numbers perspective. Now, obviously, if the number one player gets hurt, guys miss free throws coming down the stretch.
Foul trouble,
bonus. I want to bring my boy V up here. And it's crazy how much knowledge he has for the game. I wish I would have woke him up and got him up here today, but he's knowledgeable as hell about the game. He's like, bro, you should have covered that. Such and such got hurt. Such and such missed 2 free throws. And those factors play a part.
But those are the things you can't cap.
You can't cap, like overtime.
It's another thing.
It's another thing, man. Game goes overtime. It goes overtime. I mean, any man's game after that. I mean, who knows what happens after the fourth quarters. I didn't cap 5 quarters. I capped 4. My number is based off what happens in 4 quarters and 2 halves.
It's impossible to cap
not
5
quarters.
That's,
you know what I mean? So it's like, it's just one of those things. And again, some of the OGs has been around for a while. They might look at me crazy and be like, oh, listen, be quiet. All right, I'll tell you that right now. Because if you can cap 5 quarters, like, come on, dude. Like, the line is the line on the game for a reason. Obviously, if it goes into overtime, it's any man's game. I'm gonna just keep it at that. So, yeah, man, that's all pretty much I have for that. We're gonna bring in something special. I've been getting a lot of packages sent to the office, and I'll show the first pair off real quick. And these aren't a crazy pair, and I mean everyone can get them, but. Shout out to Spiff's Perfect Fit coming to you guys real soon. I appreciate the guy. He's always looking out, and I get packages all the time. And you guys are going to be getting some packages here pretty soon as well. Once he gets, basically inventory up. And we got some Concord 11s here, 2018 edition.
Those are dope, dude.
Yeah, man, these are dope. I posted them up the other day. I've worn them twice. And I just put them back in the box. They've only touched the pavement one time. So yeah, man, these are dope, but these are Concords. Everybody can get a pair of Concords.
That's a standard shoe in a sneakerheads collection. That's something they get and they wear out.
Oh,
that's
of course.
That's a sneakerheads like go out shoe. That's
yeah,
not
no
something
doubt.
that you
what are
get
those retail?
and
what do they retail right now?
Retail?
They're probably $300.
Yeah,
it was like
it was like 250, 300.
Yeah. So you say what? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. I'll leave these out real quick.
But this is a shoe that it's not impossible to get.
Yeah, these
but
are
it's
dope,
it's
man.
a mainstay in a sneakerhead's sneaker closet.
Yeah, of course. I mean, definitely one of my favorite pairs of shoes to see on anyone's foot. So these are definitely dope. One of my top probably 5 pairs of shoes. I'm an 11 like guy. Like I love 11s. Those are the not only do I like the way they fit my foot.
Those are the Space Jams, right?
Yeah.
Or what is the?
Well, these are the 4.5. So
the Space Jams are black.
Or black yeah.
with white.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
the Space Jams are still an 11.
Yes. Yes. So again, just one of my favorite pairs of shoes. I have probably about 10 pairs of 11s at the house. And not all colors. I got the red ones, the black ones, or the red 11s. I wear those all the time as well. So these are pretty dope. Again, just big shout out to Spiff's Perfect Fit for just like sending those packages, randomly to my house all the time. He always tells me, look, I got a surprise coming for you. This next pair, again, these are generic. These are, 300. Anyone can cop these. But the next pair I want to bring up, we actually just opened the box. We actually didn't get I wanted to save it for this episode because I told you guys it would be something special. And he told me he would bless me with something pretty dope. So, shout out to Spiff, Perfect Fit. You're going to hear about this picks and kicks here pretty soon. We're going to be bringing that to Sharp Tank to kind of, get some things going. And listen, guys, we got the shoe plug now. We might not get every release, but, we definitely going to try to, enhance the shoes with the picks and try to make some fun things coming up. And he has some crazy ideas that he's been bringing up to me. And I'm like, yo, I'm down. Bring it. Let's do it.
And it's not going to be like the shoes you can just go to Dick's Sporting Goods or Shoe Palace and buy.
No.
Like it's going to be like exclusive. Like
they're gonna have some exclusive.
This is like the bottom of the exclusive barrel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I mean everybody can get a pair of Concords.
But like you can get these. They're not impossible to get.
$300,
Yeah, like if you break the bread from
out the door for those when they drop.
Yeah.
For sure. Still,
you can make money. You can make money. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. So I mean, if you guys have any shoe questions or whatever, please hit us up. Let us know. The Instagram should be up soon. We'll be incorporating them on the Sharp Tank site as well, so you can ask questions, queries, things like that. But this next box, JD, if you don't mind grabbing that box for me real quick, yeah. I kind of opened it up and I was like, yo, I'll let it be a surprise. As you guys can see, the bubble wrap still on it.
Hi guys.
Yo, Jay Dizzle.
Don't drop that.
No, it's all good. Yeah. So, and again, just shout out to Spiff. Spiff's Perfect Fit is the name. You guys will be hearing about it pretty much here pretty soon. Yeah, man. I'm looking at the side of them. It's a size 9.5 Air Jordan 1 Low OG SBT. I mean, as you guys can see here.
SBT, that's got to be some SBs. Those some skate shoes. What are those?
Let's see what we got here.
SBT.
1985 swoosh. You know, I like to look at everything before we actually do stuff. This is pretty dope. All right, move this over.
What are those, bro?
Look at it. I want you guys to see everything. What we got here? Air Jordan, Nike. What is this? Says? Oh, Cactus Jack. So we got it. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely got to be some.
I saw some.
Some T. Scotts, baby.
Shirt yesterday. That's Travis Scott?
Yeah, look at these, baby. Look at these.
Damn.
These are nice, man. These are fire. You guys can see the shoestrings, everything with it. Right. You see the back of it. Bottom of the shoe.
Scott.
You can see it in the.
Now those are tough to get.
Yeah, these are not easy to get, guys. And like I said, you know, when these come across, you guys can see everything on camera. That way you guys can see. I know you sneakerheads want to see the inside of the shoe, the side, the bottom. These are dope, bro. These are definitely. These are probably running.
Oh, $800 right now is what we looked up. $800.
Okay.
That's wild, man. I never would have thought a pair of SBs would be like
that much money
popping off, man.
These are dope, bro. Still got the fresh smell off of them.
Unbelievable.
Put these out of the way real quick, man. Thanks, man. Like I really do appreciate you. You know, just looking out and you know sending us shoes and stuff like that, man. It's pretty dope. You know, obviously we're gonna try to get some Sharp Tank gear to match with them, with the color schemes. You know, shout out to my boy Mario. Shout out to Will, who's been holding down the inventory for the shirts and merchandise that we have for Sharp Tank.
And shout out the Quarter King Dave Faust, who has a birthday coming up.
Oh yeah. Shout out to my big dog, you know, Big Dave. He's been holding the quarters down. His birthday's on Monday. Definitely, I'll figure out look at my schedule today and see what we can do for him. Definitely, we're gonna have like a little Sharp Tank pop up. Maybe we'll get with Sean. Maybe take him to the store down there and do a few things. Take him out to eat. We'll do something fun. Like we did for basically your birthday.
For my birthday,
you know, we went out
cool.
and ate a little bit. That was actually pretty cool. You know, we got some time
Bro,
to kind of sit with each other and vibe out with the kids and stuff. So
when we left, we went over there and cashed that little ticket that I had, and then sat down at the bar, and I hit 4 aces after being there for like 4 minutes.
You never told me that.
I forgot.
Dude, are you kidding me? I need to hang out with you guys more. You get some lucky SOBs, I swear.
As well,
These are dope, bro.
It had been a while since that had happened, but
yeah, no doubt.
no, that was
man.
a good, fun little experience that happened right after.
Yeah, for sure.
Hanging out with you that night.
No doubt, man. So you know, and that's what it's about. You know, we want to bring a community together with you know, guys that have their own businesses, sports, and a lot of guys are jumping into sport betting right now. So we know we're really trying to get some things going to where we can teach these guys money management. We can link up with these guys, and obviously we're trying to incorporate the shoes and the picks as well.
And this is the place we want everybody to be.
Exactly.
Y'all are already here.
Yep.
We want to, like, you guys are going to be the catalyst to help this thing grow. And
yeah,
we
man.
can't grow it without you.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to roll out. Going to roll out a
course.
referral thing with the website too, so that way, if you get people to join, there'll be benefits and kickbacks for you as well.
There you go.
So there's an incentive for everybody.
For
you can be a part of the team.
Yes, right. And again,
we're all one team.
All one team. That's what we're about.
And the opponent is who?
The books.
The books.
Casino.
The fucking books.
The casino, man. Like that's what it is. We're trying to beat them. You know, we're trying to beat them, and all we need is 0.1% of that bill. You know, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The Sharp Tank has been hot, and I'm not just saying it. Like the members that are in the group, you know, when I promote these things on Twitter, when I promote it on Instagram, when I promote it on my story, when I promote it here, when I promote it there, when you promote it here, when you promote it, the whole team promotes it. Like people are literally hitting us up and they're signing up. You know, it's $20 a month. You know, we give you a week free, you know, inside of the group so you can kind of see how things go. And
I think that's going to transition over when we get to the website as well. So that way you can just join, and then after a week you'll be billed.
You'll be able to see what's going on,
or you can opt out at that point in time. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It's so much.
I agree.
Worth it so much more than paying for one individual's weekend package for $100.
Yeah.
Or you can get access to everyone.
Oh yeah.
And we're only $20 a month. It's great. And there's no trolls.
There's no trolls. Yeah. Honestly, everybody is. You know, I've never been in an atmosphere where everybody was about their business, about their money. right? Like it's. I mean, don't get me wrong. We have fun. We talk a little smack. You know, we got a couple Laker fans, some Clipper fans, some this fans, Buck fans, this, but it's about business at the end of the day. And I'm really what's really exciting for me is that's what it is. People buckle down to get down. We got an injury report. We got stats. You know, we send a couple stats off Twitter. I mean, shout out to the guys on Twitter that's been putting in major work. You know, getting all this information out. You know. And I know the OGs, you know, I say OGs, you know, shout out to my boy Tunes, who I haven't talked to him about it. I can hopefully get him on our podcast as well, because the guy has a great amount of information that he can share with you guys as well. You know, shout out to my boy King Joe. KJ's coming back strong. You know, he's been sick for a little bit. So, you know, we got a couple of things we're going to do with that. You know, shout out JD for, you know, you guys always holding us down and, you know, having open doors and open arms and new ideas and things like that, and making sure, you know, all of our videos are A1. They're saucy. You know, you add some extra flavor to it and spend some time behind the scenes to make sure, you know, our things look like the things that are already out.
What you're seeing.
You know, what you're seeing on a daily basis, you know. And I want people to understand, you know, we're people. You know, we lose bets, we win, you know, but the good thing about Sharp Tank is it's a family. It's not really about
community. It's an environment.
Exactly. It's called Sharp Tank.
Habitat.
It's great thinking minds in one place. And it doesn't have to be, as you guys see, now we have shoes incorporated. We got merchandise. We have a whole ton of things that's coming.
But it's positive.
Positive.
And that breeds
That's right.
more positivity.
That's right.
And it's not just slandering somebody who lost a pick one day. Like, those people still are able to make solid
make plays
picks.
the next
And
day.
and we're not about coming down on people for having, that stuff happens. We're not selling the picks.
No,
we're not
of course.
selling the picks.
No, what you're doing is you're paying for a gym membership. You know,
You're getting a
you're
good
paying for information that you will, you know, you probably can't find because you don't know where to find it.
Or you can ask somebody.
Or you can ask somebody where we are, and we can
they
apply
can
it
give
for
the
you.
information. Like, that's the thing is, it's
a
the
very simple
it's the
process,
network.
you
That's
know?
what you're paying.
How many
for.
people pay $19.99 to a gym they don't even go to? Well, you might as well come get some information. Come get some information, right? Come get shoe information.
If you're betting, why are you throwing money away? Like, here's the thing: if you're betting, you can afford the $20 to be in a place where
that.
where it's a good energy and people are growing.
We are just for a shoe standpoint. I have talked to Spiff, and you know, we do have a lineup coming out here pretty soon that I think he wants to get in, and definitely UNC threes, those baby blue and white threes. He told me to, you know, make sure that I talk about those a little bit, or what's hot. You know, I know those Pine 3-1s came out, or I think they came out. Did they come out today? The Pine 3-1s? Did they come out this weekend?
I don't see which ones those are.
It should be on the top of the screen.
Is that the disco ball one?
No, those are. I think you were looking at what was those, like 9s? Let me see.
Yeah, that was the 9s. I don't see a 3 on here. I see a retro 3 that comes out on the 15th. Those are fire.
Let me see.
Those are hella cool.
What's today? I'm wherever.
2/28.
Let me see. I can't even see anything right now. Yeah, those UNC. See, look at those baby.
Oh,
blues.
all the way up there.
Yeah.
I see those.
Yeah,
now.
those are coming out. So we'll definitely, you know, keep an eye on those. Oh man, look at those black and red 2s. Whew, those are hot. Those black and red 2s, you guys can see there. You know, I don't know when these are going to be released, but those are dope as well. So, you know, listen, as I always said before, you know, picks and kicks, man. You know, we're going to bring that around, kind of have a little fun with it. Definitely try to get you guys some of these releases that comes out. So, you know, we'll definitely check up on that. And, yeah, man, anything you guys see, inquiries, you know, hit us up, you know, Sharp Tank _Choco.
That's on Twitter.
Yeah, it's on Twitter.
Instagram, Sharp Tank 101.
Sharp Tank 101. And then, like I said,
in the meantime, you can join the Facebook group.
Yeah,
you can
request.
you can request to join it.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll put it on my what do you call it? My announcements on my Twitter.
On your Twitter.
Yeah,
and then
I'll pin it.
And
so
obviously, like you'll join the Facebook group, but we are, just be advised, we are moving.
Oh yeah,
we
are
will be moving people
towards
over to our own website.
That's correct.
That is coming.
Yep,
so
coming very soon.
Everybody that's listening, just keep that in mind. That we will be transitioning over to our own website so we can really grow this thing.
Yeah. So we'll hit a couple mailbags real quick. Actually, let me do the net update for the NCAA.
Go for it. I asked you the mailbag I had.
Kansas, number 1.
Yep.
Baylor, number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Gonzaga, number 3, which I don't trust them. Dayton, number 4, which I think is a big sleeper this year. SD, State. Ooh, we went to the big shot to my boy JD and Chris for taking me to the San Diego versus UNLV game. That was actually fun. I was super lit, but it was super fun.
It turns out you can smoke vape pens in the smoking section.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah.
That's where we did it.
We break rules. It's okay. Number 5, San Diego State, who just lost to UNLV. Duke, number 6. Florida State, which I think they are solid. Florida State, number 7. Number 8, Creighton. 9, Maryland, and 10, Louisville, which I think some of these teams all hit number 1 at some point.
What's weird is it's like,
I remember Louisville was number 1 for a second.
It's like a weird changing of the guard in college basketball where like all the teams can compete.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on?
Yeah, man.
But it's good. It's parity. It's fine. I'm okay with it.
No, this is good.
You're used to seeing
Listen.
Duke, North Carolina, Virginia,
right?
UConn, Syracuse.
Shout out to my boy Mario for making a shirt for me, man. This is a dope shirt. We
didn't even talk about that. That's
yeah,
awesome.
Man. It's we got. Listen, you guys know what time it is, man. Kobe. We don't really need to talk about that, but Kobe's our guy, man. He'll always be missed and forever. Never be forgotten. And just so you guys can see, the shirt, it's him and his daughter, back to back. Shout out to my boy, Mario, for always just holding it down. And like I said, just always being ready for the things I need, man. And, surrounding yourself around a team that just kind of understands where you're going and the vision and things like that. So, yeah, man, that was the net update. Arizona State punter, Mr. Turk, at the combine with 25 bench press reps. That's crazy.
He benched more than any wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire tight end group, but one guy.
Oh, wow.
As a punter. That's insane.
And then my man Henry the third with the 4.27 40-yard dash and 42-inch vert. Dude's quick.
Oh, I had something on that. Shit.
He's quick, bro.
Oh, what was it? Fuck, I lost it. Damn it.
He is quick.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get a little bit closer to breaking it. Which
Yeah,
he's still right there.
I
I don't want to take away from him.
I can see where he kind of lost some speed. Definitely. I mean, I rewatched it like 100 times.
Where is it?
But yeah.
There was a list of the top 40s.
Oh, that'd have been dope.
The guys on the list are not good.
Oh, not good at all?
Nope.
Wow.
None of them.
Wow.
None of them are good.
That's because Deion's unofficial.
Oh, okay.
The list also might just show wide receivers, but even still, like
a couple guys got Deion.
Like,
well, no, it's like cornerbacks and you know what I mean.
Check John Ross.
Yeah,
it's John Ross. It's
yeah.
Fuck. Who else was on this? Oh, here it is. All right, ready? John Ross, Jerome Mathis, Marquise Goodwin, T. Calico, and then Ruggs. Then J.J. Nelson, Jacoby Ford, Darius Hayward-Bay. That's the top 740 times of all time. It's a very underwhelming list.
Yeah.
And that's not Chris Godwin. That's Marquise Goodwin.
Okay.
Underwhelming list. So, no, the 40 times does not translate to NFL wide receiver success.
I just got a tweet right now. I love this guy, Andy Bay. Where Timberwolves rank out of 356 players. Number 16 is obviously Karl Anthony Towns. 81, D'Angelo Russell. Bro, he's balling.
I thought he would have been higher than that.
Yeah, he'll move up. Jordan Malafly.
Real quick on that. He sat the other night, Russell, and the Warriors got fined $25,000 for a load management. And what they came out and said was, part of our thing is learning these players' bodies, and part of our assessment of Russell, we needed him to sit and rest this game. So we rested him.
Really?
And they got fined $25,000 for sitting him in a primetime game.
That's crazy.
That just happened like yesterday.
Well, I don't need to name these other people. I mean, these Evans, Crab's like 356.
Bunch of Jags on that
Jake
team,
Layman,
my friend.
Keelan Martin, James Johnson.
We are Jake Layman fans in this house, though.
Yeah.
That guy can ball.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got the net editor. Okay, let's talk about this probably be my last thing before I talk about the Lakers thing. Let's talk about the Kevin Durant thing on the marijuana. And what do you feel about it just in general? So
I think that it's very important that people who are aware and have a platform
okay,
use the platform to really project things that need to be learned
okay,
and where we need to grow, whether
All
that's
right.
in politics, whether that's in business, or whether that's in medicine,
okay,
right? It's common knowledge that marijuana is great for medical purposes, specifically the terpenes in it,
Terpenes, yep.
right? So so things with high pinene in it, that's anti-inflammatory,
There you go.
right? If things are high in myrcene,
Yo, you guys are getting your marijuana 101. You
If-
gotta
if-
take notes.
and don't just look at the THC, that's misguiding too. You want to
Yeah.
look at the terpenes too, because if you get something with high myrcene in it, anything over 5
Sleep.
milligrams, it's going to help with insomnia.
There you go.
The other one is
Late-
limonene,
Something-
and
yeah,
that helps
limonene,
with
yeah.
helps with helps with depression and anxiety as well. So
Okay.
like the different levels of terpenes are going to
And you got to
affect
think
how
about, I mean, like these young guys. Like, think about, okay, like me. If I was, okay, let's say God made me, we're just thinking right now, right? Let's say God made me 6'7", 225. And I'm on Ballers Life. I'm top probably 3 in the nation. At, I don't know if I'm 6'6", 6'7". I say I play forward. And I'm dogging everybody. And then I just jump into, you know, this NBA, I'm number 1 projected, and like, boom, like all of a sudden your life just changes. Like it's so fast. It's so quick. You know, I think about life now and how fast it goes by, you know, just looking at my kids and all these new things are landing on my lap. And, you know, we have so many things land on our door
that we have
weekly.
to just, untangle all of it.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my, it's so overwhelming. You know what I mean? And listen, you know, I'm not afraid to say I love marijuana. You know, I turn into, you know, in my head, a superhero almost, because the ideas start coming. They really do. I think from like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. is like my whoa moment for me. It's like, oh my gosh, like these ideas are just flowing out. I think the world is calm, settle. Twitter's not going off. My phone's not going crazy. I don't have to cap games. I don't have to do nothing. I can just kind of like sit and just focus on what our next steps are.
So I think there's obviously like definitely for post game management, 100%.
Yeah.
Like it's like for all the things that I listed before, it needs to be more common knowledge, and we're getting there.
Yeah, it
it's
takes time.
It takes time. Like people are waking up, and the older people are passing by, and the younger people that have more information are more in tune with what's going on, are spreading more information. So it's good.
Right.
I personally wouldn't advise getting lit up right before playing.
Yeah.
But there's some people that swear by it. I don't know about that. But as far as removing the opiate painkillers, that's where it needs to just be like accepted like aspirin.
Yeah, real talk.
Like at the end of the day,
I agree
now,
with you.
Because here's the thing: alcohol is not illegal, but are players coming in loaded?
Yeah.
Not since Maurice Claret, you know. Like,
yeah.
And what happens? You fall off a fucking cliff if you come in wasted.
Yeah.
Right. Like same thing with weed. I don't know. Like some people swear by it, but I just don't think that like you should be like coming into work stoned.
Right.
But if you're taking a CBD gummy in the morning or something, like that's different. Like you're not going to feel the effects of that. Some people have higher tolerances. Some people are smoking weed that helps with the creative thing. Like as long as you're dialing in with your bud tender about what you're getting and how it's affecting you.
It just like anything
everybody's
else.
different.
Microdosing,
It's going to affect everybody differently.
Right. No, I agree.
Kevin
with you on
Durant
that.
should 100% continue to use his platform to help spread awareness.
Yeah, I agree with
That's
you.
what I think about Kevin Durant and weed.
Yeah, that's a good analysis on that. I agree with everything you said 100%. On everything that you said from top to bottom, and it should be. You know, I don't see any harm. I mean, they're taxing it, they're making money off of it. I mean, look what Denver's doing, and Vegas is what the mirror of plenty other states.
It's just for me, it boils down to the pain management.
Yeah.
Like it's a no-brainer when these guys are loading up on a 12-pack of beer and 2 Percocets. Like take that away and let them smoke some weed real quick, and like it's just better. Like yes, you could argue it's still a vice, but like when you look at what it does to your body, it's not even close to
The other
the
things.
effects that the other
things are out doing,
So,
right?
and that's already been proven.
Oh, of course.
But again,
of course.
you could argue it's a vice. I get it, but that's my own
I
perspective
know.
on it.
Remember when it was a gateway drug?
Oh yeah, gateway drug to me doing meth and heroin.
Yeah, right. Like,
Never done that ever.
Right.
Literally ever. All I've ever done is smoke weed. Like it's
Yeah.
like it's it. Like
yeah, I
dumb.
agree with you, brother. The
you're
world,
gonna-
Before basketball.
huh?
I love smoking before.
Smoke weed
Yeah.
before shooting hoops. Yeah.
yeah,
You zero in on the back of the rim, bro.
yeah,
Creates a little bit of focus if you get the right
Yeah.
get the right one.
real talk. You're focused. You're more focused. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm more focused on it. I mean, I've come through half the podcast lit, so you know, you probably would never know
It allows
because
for you to
it's just because
hone in on what you're currently actively working on.
exactly.
And if you're gonna be if you're a lazy piece of shit, you're gonna be a lazy piece of shit with
regardless,
or without it.
regardless,
Right?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Lakers last 5 games outscored their opponents by 79 points in Allen Caruso's 86 minutes.
here you go. In 445 minutes with both James and Caruso on the floor, the Lakers have outscored their opponents by 24.7 points per 100 possessions. Best mark among that is the best mark among 719 combinations that have played at least 400 minutes together.
Wow,
That's insane.
So so my boy V has told me. Obviously, he pays attention to the game, which is kind of crazy, bro. I'm meeting a lot of sports people that are like kind of like dialing in on
Savvy.
the game. So he tells me, he's like, bro, you see what they've been doing? I always recap the games late at night, and I do a thing on Twitter called Capping After Dark. It's CADSN. Capping After Dark starts now. Hashtag. That's the hashtag I've been using. Capping After Dark starts now. And I just kind of go through the games, condense them under 5 minutes, tell you what I see. Doesn't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean I know anything more than anybody else or even less. But I like to do it because it's what I see in the game. It's what these players are doing and how smart they are. Him and I go back and forth with like the ball thing, but I'm like, bro, he's a smart player. It's just his stats don't equivalent to his IQ for the game.
Talking about Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, like
Well, Caruso stuffed Lonzo, and then 2 possessions later ripped him right.
Yeah.
In the game on Tuesday night.
yeah.
Lonzo's a great player,
Yep.
but he I would take him over Caruso as a starting point guard.
Got that drink real quick.
But
Yeah.
Caruso, something about Caruso, he just makes plays happen when
You
he's
know
on the
what
court.
it is?
He's not the best shooter. He's not the best ball. He's not the best at anything. But he's a fucking ball player.
bro. Thanks a
He's
lot.
just he's a gamer.
Listen, and Armor, come on, baby. It's Kobe everything over here. Don't play yourself, baby. Come on, let's get it in. You know what time it is, Kobe. I see you, Kobe. We out here. Here's my thing. I see why they're putting him in late in games. Like, I don't know if people are paying attention. He's a dog. He's
physical,
really
man.
comfortable.
He's
out
like
there.
annoying.
He
He's a
can
pest.
dunk.
He's a pest.
Defense. He can shoot. He can slash. You see the pass between the
passing.
legs, bro. He's like, you know what? Yeah.
He's not a one-tool player.
He's like, yo, I'm ready. Come here, bring
Took
it.
a lot for him to get to this point. Too.
Yeah, and he's not afraid.
undrafted,
and I'm so glad he stepped up to the
G League,
Yeah,
G
of course,
League.
exactly.
15th guy, 14th guy, 13th
Bro,
guy.
It just shows
12th
you.
guy.
What does that show you though?
The work that you put in, right?
It doesn't matter if
How long?
It
Patience.
doesn't matter if it's basketball. It doesn't matter if it's shoes. It doesn't matter if it's whatever. Everything is an idea first, guys. I keep telling people that it starts with guys like us
Well,
sitting here right now, planning out things that we're going to do in the next 6 months, and we execute it.
and he talks about it a lot. JD talks about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if you want to make a movie, and and this is just my own.
Hold on. By the way,
analogy.
I was amazed at what I saw today. By the way, I know you. I know, and I know you think just because I'm your boy, like you think I'd gas you up, but like, listen to me. One thing about me, and I hate to cut you off, and we'll
just like,
pick.
I don't
We'll
wanna
pick.
forget it.
Yeah. Write it down. And I hate to. I'm so super sorry for cutting you off. One thing I've always, and obviously you guys, I see my tattoos. I'm a big music buff, and one thing I always wanted to do was direct. And the reason for that is because, like, seriously, sometimes when I sit back and I think about things, your head and how it's directed, it's so dope. So that's cool. I really want you to try to get some of those things out, and hopefully in a year or so we can shoot some short films and do some cool shit, because that shit is cool, bro. I don't care what you say or what you think. Even the one you did in 2016 or whatever year that was cool. I don't care what no one says. Anyways, let's get back to what
So
we're talking
the
about.
point that I was trying to make was that
Sorry, JD.
if you want to achieve a goal,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this is coming from him. Like, this is something that he says to me a bunch in different ways. And
Mm-hmm.
it really equates to anything. You set a goal, right? we want to write a movie, and we want to have a movie written in 12 months, right? If you set a goal out there and you work on it periodically over the course of 12 months, you're going to end up in that lane.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
You're gonna push yourself right there, and all you have to do is just work on piece by piece by piece by piece.
Sports has connected me with so many people, so many avenues, so many. By the way, we just made $130 sitting here. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it's connected me with a lot of people. And again, I'm super excited about the website and the thing. I don't think people understand the things that we have that we're about to implement into this website, so everything can be accessible for a lot of people. You know, it's just a cool thing, and it just shows you guys when you write things down. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when we're done with, you know, that book that we started with when I first, you know, met you face to face,
it's gonna go in
I'm gonna frame it.
Yeah, a glass encasement on the
because
Shark Tank
everything floor. JD wrote down in that book. Everything that we brainstormed on, that we wrote down in that book, the rubric, everything.
Well, here's the
thing. It
literally
came into fruition and it happened.
And a lot of things happen. Some things happen. Some things get crossed off.
Yeah, of course.
Things get added. Arrows are drawn.
Yeah.
But there's progression.
That's correct. And that's what it's about at the end of the day, is progressing. You know, like I always tell people, you know, it's as long as you're progressing, that's all that really matters. About anything. So, you know, I'm sorry, one of my shoe guys is texting me right now. He's like, yo, how much are those shoes?
They're not for sale.
No,
they will be.
They will be. Just not now. We'll take these are dope, bro. These are dope. Just shoes in general, they're just dope, period. But yeah, anyways, so just stick to your guns, and you just keep fighting, and you know, surround yourself around people that understand the vision. And I'm very blessed and very proud of the people that's walked into my life probably over the last, and I said 2020 was going to be the year, and 2020 has been the year so far.
Here. We're about to start knocking on the door.
Literally January 1st, it happened. Since then, like I've had almost, to be honest with you, I probably had almost like 50 meetings, and out of all those 50 meetings, every single one of them has gone well
and served a purpose
for us. So, you know, it's just a great thing, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and it has nothing to do with us. It's all you guys, all the support, all the listeners, all the people tuning in, all the people signing up to the group, all the people asking questions, all the people connecting dots. Hey, I do this. I can help you guys out, blah, 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 blah. And before you know it, we got a group of people and
that all share the same
mindset, same goals, same things,
energy, same positivity.
Exactly.
We love it.
We love it, man. So we appreciate you guys. You know, the support is just unreal. And, you know, for the newcomers that's coming on, whatever we can do to help you guys out, please, guys, just ask.
Don't be strangers. Don't be shy.
Strangers. We're not.
We don't come off as imposing people.
Yeah, we're people.
Just like you.
People persons.
Yep.
We can talk to anybody. You know, we deal with those people all the time. People persons. Is that right? People persons.
You were right. Okay. I was like,
people persons.
Pluralized before that. It freaked me out.
So did I just create something? People person? No,
that's what I was saying. We're people.
I'm not like super great on grammar, so please don't. I'm not. If you're a grammar police, you're probably.
Let us know.
I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail for life.
No,
so.
if you're grammar police, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. How do we say that? Is
it
people persons or people persons?
People.
We're people. I don't know. Whatever. It's all good. All right. Well, again, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, this is Sharp Tank episode 12. With my boy Jay Dizzle here, with Big Stock here as well at Rolling Sevens.
Again, shout out Dave. Happy birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Dave, on Monday. Shout out to my boy Spiff. Shout out to Albie. You know, Will, Chili Will, KJ, Zach, Chanson. I mean, all you guys know who you are. So, you know, I'll be here
Chance
all day.
The photographer.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Chance as well, the photographer.
You said it. And
yeah.
Like, wait,
Yeah, it's so funny. We should actually just name him that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I already have.
Chance, the photographer. As always, you know, guys, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. And if it doesn't add value to your life,
subtract it.
Yeah, Rolling Sevens. Sharp Tank. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram.
YouTube.
Sharp Tank 101 on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
YouTube.
Sharp Tank 101 on Instagram. Just
YouTube,
Sharp Tank on YouTube.
On YouTube. And on Twitter.
Apple and Spotify.
Twitter, we are Sharp Tank _ Choco, and you can follow our podcast on Apple and Spotify, and we're on a few other places.
We
as well.
appreciate
Anchor.
the 5 stars.
Yeah,
guys.
we appreciate the 5 stars. It's super helpful, guys.
Keeps us energized. And,
Yeah,
you know,
and if
wanting
you
come
guys
back
want
and
to,
put you guys up,
listen,
put
if
us
you're
out.
out there and you're a capper or you're a tout or whatever, whatever you're doing, and if it's sports related and you want to be featured on the show, listen, send us an email.
We'll book it. Like we'll
book
talk
it.
to anybody.
We'll
honestly.
talk to
Like,
anybody.
We don't care.
Yeah, we want to get it more involved with people to get on the show.
The more
and things like
the
that.
more people you talk to, the more avenues of
Yeah,
different
of course.
trains of thought
Shout
open
out to my
up.
boy Cannon, UFC capper. Shout out to Jack over there at Pick City. He's doing his thing over there, big time. So we're gonna correlate that here pretty soon as well. And that's it. That's all we got for you guys. This is Sharp Tank episode 12 with my boy Big Stock JD at Rolling Sevens. My name is Choco. I will catch you guys on the next one. We're out.
Look at him now. I got him hopping in that photo. Look at him now. Baddest ones trying to kick it like a dojo.